Because I'm about as mature as your average toddler, I'm still amazed by snow. I'd grown up with it, but after going to college somewhere much colder, I think I finally had enough of the white powder. No Pablo Escobar. When it first started snowing in college, I actually really enjoyed it. A couple of friends and I went out early in the morning and drew, eggplant emojis in the main quad of the school. We tried building a 3D one in front of the dean's house, but after completing the base, a group of security officers chased us away and tore our sculpture down. So much for freedom of speech. However, as soon as I tried to do something practical, I realized just how much of a pain the snow actually was. Because the board of directors had vored the entirety of our tuition, there was no one to clear the sidewalks for a good 2 to 3 days after a large snow. This meant that people had to walk on the road, which wasn't as dangerous as it sounds because nobody could get their car to move. Never in my life before have I seen a 4-wheel drive Jeep just sit there and furiously spin its tires in place, throwing up a fountain of dirt and snow not unlike in color to the fountain that I create after eating the dining hall's 5-bean enchilada. Trudging through the sludge was okay after I bought a pair of boots, but the half-mile trek to the gym now took close to half an hour. Frustrated, I mistook my stupidity for brilliance and attempted to bike there on one occasion. After digging the rented bike out of its snow-covered docking station, I began my precarious journey. As I neared the gym, however, I saw a girl I liked and remembered the teachings of the great sage, Jeremy Clarkson.
Nothing turns a 17-year-old girl on more than a well-executed handbrake turn.
With this mighty proverb motivating my actions, I knew what I had to do. I'd get in front of her, quickly turn out, rip the handbrake, and coolly drift 180 degrees to come face to face with her while throwing up a fountain of snow that put any Vegas casino to shame. At least, that was what was supposed to happen in theory. Because I'm inept, what happened instead was that the second I tried turning outwards, the bike slipped out from under me and I half slid, half careened into the middle of the road right in front of a school bus. Hopefully she didn't see that. But I'm a strong, independent young man. I don't need anyone else there for me to be able to make a fool of myself. So later that same day, in front of an audience of exactly 0, I walked, not ran, into a corner too quickly, lost my balance, and smashed my phone, my headphones, and my iPad. If I hadn't had Apple Care, I think I would have had to get a real job. As amusing as it is, however, to watch me blunder around like a lobotomized chicken in a hedge maze, I think the most amusing thing to happen during these snow days happened to someone else. One week, the snow was so bad that the school issued a stay-indoor advisory and closed everything besides the dorms. The snowfall was actually so thick that even from the 14th floor of the dorms, you couldn't see any more than half a block in any direction for days. When it eventually calmed down, there was easily 3 feet of snow in some places. That's where this random lady came in. I saw her trying to cross from the law school to the street one afternoon, but instead of walking on the already shoveled and salted path, she decided to take a shortcut across what she probably thought was a lawn. Instead, as soon as she stepped off the concrete, I watched her entire figure disappear into the snow. What she had failed to remember was that there was a basement window for the law building, right below where she tried to step. The heavy winds had evenly distributed the snow, completely hiding this drop. So instead of just 3 feet of snow, there was something like 8 where she tried to step. Whoops. Anyway, remember to like and sub. If enough of you do, the YouTube servers will heat up enough to speed up global warming and get rid of snow forever. Check out the socials, and yeah, stay safe out there.